Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And as you said, Rotten Tomatoes gave Disney Plus's Sweet Home Alone a lump of coal.
Oh yeah, it is not going the way that Disney thought. It's going completely the way that everybody else thought. It is not doing well at all.
18% critical score, 20% audience score. Nobody wanted this movie.
No, and that's what Disney and Hollywood doesn't understand. They keep wanting to reboot everything, redo everything that's already been done, but they don't pay respect to the original. Or they try to copy it exact. They don't have the heart. They don't have the people on it. It does not translate, and they won't stop doing it.
The original Home Alone was very much a product of its time, and it was kind of a right place, right time kind of a thing. If you watch the movies that made us on Netflix, they actually have an episode about it, and they talk about how all the stars had to align perfectly to get this movie to happen, and you can't replicate that, especially not by studio groupthink. Mm-hmm. You're not, this is very much a John Hughes thing you wanted to do.
Right.
And,
And before we go too much further into it, just in case, we are going to read some of these reviews, and they might have some spoilers in it. So if you don't want
to spoil,
if you don't want to be spoiled, then turn it off now. Even though it doesn't really spoil much, other than the fact of who the real bad guy is in this movie. So
Disney,
yeah. So you can turn it off if you don't want to know. Even though I think most of you don't give two shits to care, so you're going to listen anyway. But right here tells you everything you need to know. Okay. On the picture, that was the picture for the poster, they had the bottom, holiday classics were meant to be broken. That's what they said. That was their lead off with Home Sweet Home Alone. Holiday classics were meant to be broken. No, this is why you keep failing. This is why the critics and the audiences hate your shit.
Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 240,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about Disney a lot, having worked in and around the company for a number of years, and yeah, they're bereft of ideas, apparently. Meanwhile, HBO Max is doing that 8-bit Christmas, which actually looks
I'm very excited to see it. Please
pretty good. But this thing, nobody wanted this movie. We've already had half-assed Home Alone sequels. They didn't need to exist.
No.
And this is just another forgettable, made-for-TV, shitty cash grab.
That's a cash grab. There you go.
And the thing is that Disney, the reason they're doing this, and they're going back to Predator, and they're going back, is they paid way too much for Fox, and they want to make sure that they make, at least to the investors, they're like, hey guys, look, we didn't just piss away $70 billion. Look at all the value we got here. You're
ruining all the value you got.
Home Alone is not, Home Alone honestly didn't even need one sequel, let alone 5.
But I remember last year, Disney immediately, okay, we got Fox now, let's crank out the Home Alone, tie-in merch shit.
Oh yeah, Walmart had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they were immediately trying to monetize it to get their money back. Now I get you want to get your money back because you overspent. You massively overspent. But, you crap this out. People kept telling you not to do it, and you did it anyway. As soon as the trailer came, you got, everybody kind of shit all over you for that. They were not happy. It looked like crap. And now they've seen the movie, and then they're even like, it's worse than they thought.
Yeah, surprisingly, the downvotes are still up on this one. 93,000 downvotes to 25,000 upvotes. Nobody wanted this. Nobody wanted this.
No. I mean, and what's funny to me is a lot of people who you get mad at us for calling out reboots and shit on things that matter to us. This one matters to them, and now they're upset too when it's something that they care about.
We see this a lot with outlets like the Mary Sue and other millennial media. It's they're all like, oh, look at all the man babies that are mad about Star Wars and the man baby or She-Ra, all these man babies. And then when it comes to Buffy, they're like, we don't need a Buffy reboot. What are you doing? We don't
need a Black Buffy. What the hell?
Yeah, oh, you racist.
Yeah, exactly. And then or the She-Ra stuff. You're just mad because they ruined something you like, and it's good better now.
And then Amazon's reboot's going to undo their She-Ra.
Right.
Now they're all pissed off.
Now they're pissed about that. Or this one, it's okay if we ruin your things, but don't ruin what we love. So everybody universally hates this.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
We're going to get to a point where it's you can't keep doing this, guys. You're going to have to move on. It's time to move on. And rebooting and rebooting and especially diluting franchises with unnecessary sequels and reboots is not the way to go. I mean, these movies were inspired by other movies, but they weren't.
Remember when Disney was known for creativity? And Disney was known for being the ones that came up with new concepts and new ideas and things like that. Yeah.
Decades ago, yeah.
Right. Now they just take live action all their animated stuff. You know, they for people who are so diverse and inclusive, they make them soulless and shitty, and they just throw people in there that are, you know, diverse. That's a disservice to those people. You know, it's crap. Well, I have some comments here, but I'm actually going to go out to the Rotten Tomatoes because it is funny as heck. Here we go. So here's the critical reviews. Now it's actually dropped since I did my article earlier.
Yeah.
So here we can go ahead and you can go ahead and read a few of these.
Screen Rant. Sarah B. Milner. Home Sweet Home Alone is an unnecessary sequel that fails to reboot the franchise, lacking the fun, charm, and magic of the 1990 Christmas classic. To be fair, the second one wasn't that great either.
No, I mean, I don't think they've had a successful Home Alone since, and they've tried.
No.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't just Disney who tried. That's completely valid. But Disney really, really, really messed it up.
I have never heard this term before. Slop bucket cinema at its most transparently cynical. Home Sweet Home Alone offers no reason to exist but beyond lazily rehashing a brand name for a new generation of viewers while making some truly bizarre tonal miscalculations.
Yeah, and by the tonal miscalculations, I'm getting the spoiler territory here for a minute. I haven't seen it, but what people are really having a problem with, we'll see it in the audience reviews, is basically the kid is the asshole here. Basically, he's the bad guy, and he's like harassing these poor people who are like literally poor and gonna lose their house. And, you know, the stuff he's doing is really entitled and shitty. And he's the actual villain. I mean, it's not spun that way. But if you look at it from somebody watching the outside looking in, it's like, this kid's the shithead.
So they're going to do a Cobra Kai version of this in about 30 years. Where, yeah.
Probably.
No, you know what they should do? No, we need to have a Home Alone. Well, this is probably, first of all, this is probably why Macaulay Culkin noped out. He probably looked at the script, and it's not like he's doing much of anything else right now. He probably looked at this, he's like, hell no. Two, they should have Macaulay Culkin Home Alone as an adult with a bunch of entitled, shitty kids trying to get into the house. And he's got to kick the shit out of
That would have been funny, but no. It's like, it really shouldn't be hard. Find a cute kid, and they have, in the form of the, you know, Archie Yates, and then string together a few comically implausible ways to injure another human being. Okay? I like this one. The violent slaughter of holiday movie magic may be packaged in fancy wrapping, but the hollow cheer and fumbling of this promising cast made me want to hate the Kevins of this world a little more. I like this one. Even the one that was supposed to be a good one. An enjoyable, bizarre combination of things that works surprisingly well until it remembers that it's supposed to be a Home Alone movie. Here, Nice Snow, some very good pratfalls.
The snow was
LAK
nice.
and Keenan T, kill it. And everyone else reads the script and wishes John Hughes was still around to fix it.
See, that's the thing. The original was a very much a John Hughes movie, and you can't replicate that. Like, you can't. They try, but you can't. He couldn't even do it. The second one wasn't good.
These two are great. This film really struggles to justify its existence. I'm just not convinced. It's not as bad as it could have been. It's a good enough reason to make a movie in hindsight.
Okay, this is literally every remake, every sequel, you know, and that's the thing. And it's like, you know, people, we've even kind of gotten to that point too. We're like, well, they're going to do it anyway. So what the hell? It's not as bad as it could have been, whatever. But that's kind of like, then why does it exist?
Why?
You know?
Yeah, do something new. I can't stress enough that nothing good will come from watching Home Sweet Home Alone.
Oh my God.
And then I love this next one. An unnecessary and cynical repackaging showing no respect for the original film. This is what fans of the 80s and 90s stuff they keep mining and ruining keep saying. They don't show respect. They just repackage it and they shit all over it. Hell, even the tagline right here, holiday classics were meant to be broken. I mean, that told you everything you needed to know.
God.
Now, if you go out to the audience reviews,
I don't think they're much better.
When I checked last, there were 50, so this is going to get better. You can read some of these because I think I've said enough. Go ahead.
My poor opinion, 1 star, has nothing to do with comparing this movie to the favorite originals. They didn't spend enough time on the character of Max. He did not show a single redeeming quality throughout the whole movie until the very end. He was not endearing or fun to watch in any way. From making us think he stole from a down-out family to him trying to take toys meant for less fortunate kids, I kept thinking this kid is the worst. They did spend much time making us empathize with the robbers who were really just down on their luck, trying to get back what was stolen from them. Wow.
And I told you.
What a douchebag.
The kid's an absolute ass, apparently.
Absolutely hated the main character and hated how this movie tries to do a Xerox of scenes from the original. Home Sweet Home Alone is a disaster. Will never match up to the original. I want to see Home Sweet Tiny House Home Alone.
Yeah, because he has the obsession with tiny house.
It would be a very short movie. Because there's only one door to get in and out, and the house is very small. There's not even enough room to actually hang a paint bucket from
That's a valid point. It's a disgrace to the originals. Reused scenes, lines, and music provoke nostalgia, but then they're augmented with creepy lines delivered on top of terrible acting.
Creepy lines?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I expected nothing and still was disappointed.
That's pretty bad.
If you're looking for a way to lose your will to live, then watching this movie will surely do it.
Oh my god. Okay, there's like they double the amount of reviews when I checked last time, but there's like first of all, holy crap, it's a kids movie. Holy crap, the kid in this movie is a genuine sociopath. It's like he's actually trying to kill them. I really thought one of them fractured her skull in that one scene.
Oh my god.
Now I will say I had a great time watching this movie. It's something to turn your brain off and laugh. I also love the fact that all the traps are new and original. Okay, that's cool. So they said that they think if they at least give you some new things.
I think they need to do a horror remake of Home Alone where the kid actually is a sociopath and the traps are like Saw. In a tiny house.
Well,
you walk into the tiny house and the bear trap snaps your head and he laughs.
I saw this one. Okay, that's messed up. I saw this one. It sounds more like a Squid Game. $1 billion Disney feels an ill-mannered thief of a child, main character, torturing the very people that he stole from is a great idea. Family afraid of losing their home gets a lovely Christmas gift and the child starts stealing a rare and expensive family heirloom from them.
Wait, did that happen in the other one, the Christmas?
No, but it was in that one. It was an accident. They got swapped, and it was like, this is different. This is like, this is like the kid actually stole it apparently, and then the said child star proceeds to abuse the desperate parents as they form. From a happy enjoyment of the audience. That doesn't even make sense. Bad form Disney. Too many families are struggling these days to fit the narrative of a desperate family that the boy hurts for last. Well, I guess it's okay as that dumb bumbling couple probably couldn't afford a trip to Disney. Disney don't want no poor, so let's make fun of their failure instead.
Oh my god.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm waiting to see if all of a sudden there's all these amazing reviews start dropping for it. Like they try to do damage control. Or it could be that they know that people are onto them now.
Well, right here. No Avatar. 5 stars. It was like the original, funny, but with more modern, way better for young audiences. It was cute, nice nods to the original. Maybe my expectations weren't too high. Have you seen parts 4 and 5?
I mean, yeah, but they're comparing it to the first movie.
Funny and entertaining movie? Critics are wrong. This movie offers slapstick fun and great little twist on original movies. Buzz even makes an appearance and brings back the trout sniffer nickname for Kevin. This has a great cast, beep, boop, bop. Hits on the highlights of the original movies while creating a new story for new people as well. I get people are sick of reboots and remakes. This is legit funny with great actors. Yeah,
people are sick of it. I just think it's really interesting that critics are just turning on like Eternals and Home Sweet Home Alone.
Yeah, Disney's out of money.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, I mean, or maybe they're just starting to realize that you know how you get views to your blogs. You be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Rotten Tomatoes again. We will always tell you is a joke of a site.
Oh yeah.
And 1 star or less or 5 stars just completely ignore. And even then, it's so easily manipulated. It's ridiculous. I mean, don't put stock into this. But I just think it's more from an amusement standpoint that this stuff is going to shit.
Disney, this is what I don't understand. So they have Fox, right? And they're strip mining movies and creating sequels to movies nobody asked for. But they had movies in development that actually looked pretty good.
And they were original. Like Mouse Guard. They were pretty far into development on Mouse Guard and they pulled the plug. You could have created like the Mouse Guard cinematic universe and, but no, let's go back and do another Home Alone movie. Yeah, I mean, and I have no great love for Noelle Stevenson or whatever the heck whatever, calling themselves these days. I don't even know what's up with Noelle Stevenson. But, even her in his project, I guess, as I'd say now. Their project.
Yes.
I don't even know. I can't keep track. I need like a flow chart. Even their project, Nimona, would have been at least something original.
Yeah, and that was like 75% done too.
Yeah, that's another one that was almost done.
So I'm like, I mean, there were all these movies in the pipeline at Fox that were original or based on, graphic novels or whatever that could have been new franchises. Instead, they cancel all of them and they're going back to Predator and they're going back to Home Alone and they're going back to Alien and nobody wants that. Predator and Alien are damaged goods. They're already in the shitter.
And if Disney gets hold of them, it's going to be far worse.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just, whatever they can do, it's the laziest shit they can do to make money and make quick buck, they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And then they'll just put diverse people in it and then say, well, you have to like it because if you don't, you're a bigot. I mean, that's basically what their game is at this point.
Crazy.
But it's okay when they make fun of fat people. So
yeah, right. So I don't know. There you go, guys. This one went exactly the way we thought it was going to go.
Oh yeah, totally. Audiences, as soon as they saw the trailer,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh hell no!" And it carried through to the reviews now.
And this is exactly why YouTube is gonna start hiding the dislikes.
I mean, just for shits and giggles, let's go see if there's any new comments. 4 minutes ago. Do not watch this absolute tripe, half-arsed acting at its finest. I thought the same thing everyone thought when seeing this trailer watching me last night. I thought it was really funny. So, okay, someone likes it. You're allowed, which you are allowed to like it, by the way. This kid needs to lay out the bacon.
Fat jokes.
Oh, that's mean. It's Kevin's unbeatable. It's hard to create new franchises. Yes, create new things. And we've been saying it.
This film is pointless. Yeah, again, even like, look, Home Alone 2 is a masterpiece compared to what came after it, but even that was completely unnecessary. Like Home Alone, the original, is a perfect 80s, well, not perfect, but a very good 80s, 90s family Christmas comedy. It exists in its own little pocket universe.
It's a classic for a reason.
There were no other Home Alones. No. I don't acknowledge any other Home Alone movies. There was one Home Alone movie and then also a Talk Boy commercial that we don't talk about.
I haven't gotten the second one because it was still the same people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just went off a cliff. So anyway, it is what it is. Critics hate it, audiences hate it. Disney done fucked up.
Yeah, they totally know you're here, kid. They totally know you're here.
Again, Disney done messed up again. Hot damn, I can't wait to see what they ruin next.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You won't have to wait long. You see all those logos they announced yesterday for all those upcoming Disney Plus shows that nobody asked for?
But a lot of them are original. But then they had Cheap By the Dozen again. And there's Spiderwick Chronicles again. And Diary of a Kid again. Never mind.
Go on.
Yeah. Never mind.
All right, gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.